So the aspiration's in the middle of the page, and it's just a aspiration that we have orienting us towards the benefit of all beings. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. So good morning, everyone. We're here, Dawn Mountain. My name's Harvey Aronson. I'm one of the founding co-directors. Anne Klein, my wife, is not here today. So on Sunday mornings, we do a very, very simple set of meditation exercises. And some of you are at least new to me this morning. So I'll just say a little bit about what we're doing and how we understand what we're doing. Meditation has a lot of uses, and nowadays the uses are multiplying. And classically, in Buddhist practice, it was really to develop a focus of mind that could ultimately be united with purposes of cultivating compassion, effective activity, and finally, really understanding the nature of reality in such a way that it would lead to a certain kind of freedom. That's the long-term possibility of meditation, but on a simple Sunday morning, we have slightly more modest goals. And really it's to provide an opportunity for us to settle into the present. And interestingly enough, I think as we develop in our culture, this becomes an ever greater challenge and perhaps an ever greater reward. We really are amazingly distracted nowadays in our lives. We have innumerable tugs on our attention, and the way most of us are habituated now to finding some kind of satisfaction or happiness is through a higher level of excitement and change. And this pretty much breeds an endless cycle of kind of going through life looking for the next amusement park. And the amusement parks need to get louder, more intense, and more impressive upon our nervous system, or people feel bored, disinterested, and dead. Meditation approaches things at a completely, in a way, 180-degree opposite direction. Instead of more external, instead of louder external, instead of shiny or external, it really is bringing us into a very, very sensitive and quiet kind of attention. And there is, with practice, then a developing state of enrichment that is possible, and a developing sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. And it's of a different sort than most of us are used to in our day-to-day world. I'm always reminded of the story of the American businessmen who go to China and not to China, to Japan, and the Japanese businessmen are saying, "We'd like you to see our plum blossoms." And the American businessman goes out onto maybe the veranda, takes a peek at the plum blossoms and says, "Okay, I saw your plum blossoms." And the Japanese businessman was really expecting them all to sit there for about an hour and observe the plum blossoms. And there's something to see if one can cultivate that kind of focused attention. In Japanese, there are 8 words for the different stages of cherry blossoms. And cherry blossoms are very, very much a kind of spring festival in Japan. But they've got the stages of the blossoms demarcated that carefully. And I mean, all we've got are cherry blossoms. And we're not used to that. So one of the things we're doing internally is really cultivating a very subtle attention to ourselves as we're cultivating our practice. And the practice we're doing is really relatively easy. Please do not expect your mind to just sort of shut off by doing some simple meditation here this morning. It's not our expectation. And it can occur with regular meditative practice, but it's not necessarily what occurs. And there can be many, many benefits from the cultivation of subtle attention. And so the attention that we cultivate is really placing our attention on the breathing process, wherever that's comfortable for you, and then resting in the process of the breathing. And so we're really trying to almost merge with the process of the breath. And if thoughts are coming or going, that's fine, just let them come and go. If you get thoroughly distracted, when you emerge from that distraction or aware that you have been distracted, just make a note, distracted internally, and then gently place your attention back on the breath and then rest in the breath. We'll alternate that with a practice of chanting, where the chant is a sacred hum. We say that syllable twice, hum, hum. Everybody says it at a different pace. And again, you're placing your attention, in this instance, on the syllable, the sound, and the breath, and just letting your mind settle with the chant. And we find that if we alternate the quiet sitting with the breath, with the chant, it's a very, very effective practice for just allowing a sense of settledness to arise. And so one of the things that you might be oriented towards is not whether your mind is running or not running, or if you're thinking or not thinking, but to shift your attention a little bit to your sense of your total experience, including your experience of your body, and just to sense if there is some settlement in your experience. So we will start. You can have your eyes closed, your back relatively straight, not tense, your shoulders even, maybe your chin a little bit tucked in. Your eyes can be, if they're open, if you're finding you're falling asleep, you can open them a little bit and be looking down, but with soft focus, you're not really looking. If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes for this. And just place your attention gently on your process of breathing. And then see if you can rest in that process of breath. place your attention on the breath and rest in the process of breathing. place your attention on your breathing and rest in your breath. We'll just take a minute or two to be with ourselves without doing anything. Just allow yourself to be with yourself. Whatever is occurring is okay. Just allow yourself to be and let whatever we've done settle in. So we'll take about 10 minutes to have a little break. We can socialize. There may be some snacks. I don't know. We'll see. Anybody who is sick or ill, recently passed, we'll pass this around during the break. Thank you.
Dawn Mountain offers traditional Buddhist teachings, primarily in the Tibetan tradition, in a way that is accessible to contemporary Americans. Having studied and practiced for many years under recognized Tibetan masters, and understanding that these teachings provide a way to realize the natural state of mind that embodies profound wisdom and deep love, Anne Klein and Harvey Aronson wished to share these traditions here in the United States. As a result, they established Dawn Mountain in June 1996, based on the core belief that it is possible to cultivate a better understanding of our deepest nature, which in turn facilitates new levels of mental calm and self-acceptance.
So our inspiration really comes from our love and gratitude to our own teachers. They spent so much time and care with us over many, many years.
Kaizen Rinpoche was extraordinarily compassionate. He had a terrific sense of humor. And just his ability to be present and immediate and just there. Adzon Rinpoche is extraordinarily compassionate and grounded.
And we've had extraordinary experiences with Adzon Rinpoche, whom I met in Tibet in 96. And I've had many hours of just, one-on-one conversation, a person who has tens of thousands of students to attend to. Okay, there's this wealth of cultural wisdom in Tibet. It's encoded in texts, in practices, in rituals, in art, and many people in the West are attracted to it, and yet Westerners are Westerners. We're Westerners. We're not monastics. We may dedicate our lives to practice in our heart of hearts, but we have families, we have jobs, we have all kinds of responsibilities. So how can we communicate and really experience transformation through these practices? For that, some kind of bridging is necessary. We're also a community center, nonprofit community center, which is the hub of our work extending life skills, the life skills of cultivating calm, of cultivating ease in life, of cultivating kindness.
What did you do today that you liked?
Make the glittery thing to show your anger.
And what happened when you shook up the glittery thing?
It made me feel a little bit like I wanted to meditate in peace.
And then the Research Institute is where we look at what we can provide by way of information gained through research for the interested public. So we've mentioned that our own teachings here, which are drawn from work that we've done, our own translation work, our own study, and so forth, some of these will start appearing as pamphlets for practitioners here, and some of them will become books that will be published and will be widely available to the larger public. And I am right now in the process of gathering a team to translate a text from this tradition, which he powerfully feels, and which I also have a very, very strong wish to see translated. And we hope to do more of that. We've seen people telling us how their lives have changed, how their lives are improved, the comfort, the inspiration that they feel coming to Dawn Mountain. We really are inspired to envision a way that Dawn Mountain becomes a stable beacon and place of gathering for people who wish to practice at whatever level.
I trust the teachings. I feel in the place. I feel that I am constantly fed.
And I can feel my breathing better because of the way my legs are positioned.
How long have you been sitting like that?
I learned it when I started coming here.
And it's not only been in the spiritual sense, but also in every aspect of my daily life. I feel that I'm less stressed out. I don't get as angry or as depressed as I used to.
It's good. It teaches me how to kind of relax and be mindful and help with school and stuff like that whenever I get aggravated.
One of our projects that has come to partial fruition is that we have developed a curriculum, which is posted on our website, that explains the open matrix of what a spiritual path can be supported here at Dawn Mountain.
We've slowly become aware of the power of the media. And it is clear now that there is great interest in both our broadcasts from here, and from time to time we might be able to have broadcasts from Asia with Adzom Rinpoche or his sister Anila. Without students there are no teachers, and without teachers there are no students. We all dependently create one another. So we're very, very excited by the energy that is in the community. The community is alive, it is supportive, it is growing, and it really wishes to thrive, and we want to participate in that thriving in every way that we can. But we're really talking about finding a space of shared values. And if individuals share the values that we have in terms of coming to a deep appreciation of our innermost nature, then come and participate. That's the most significant thing that we can do together. Just sharing our participation is lovely and meaningful. And anything above and beyond that, by way of offering service for this community, offering financial, flows naturally. And we expect that that will just be a natural outflow for people because of that shared interest.
Dawn Mountain offers traditional Buddhist teachings.
I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death? good and faithful student. The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
Let's just make sure that keeps going around. Let's keep it, leave it in the audience. So we're sending a book around with, if you want to put anybody's name in it, that you would like recollected at the end of our meeting. Does anybody have anything they wish to say or ask?
If there's anybody here that wants to go to the gala that we are having next Saturday and you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you can see me after meditation to register.
Yes, we're going to have a wild party. Hmm?
You only get 71.
You only hit 70 once, it's true. In this life. So we'll resume placing our attention on the breath and resting and the breathing. Om. So we will sing the blessing prayer here. Shannon, could you light the candle? And where is the book? Thank you. The candle should be right there, and there should be. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom, shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. And we are holding in mind today, along with all beings, Margot, Tessa, D&D, MSR, AC, Jenna's mother, Pablo, Douglas Lee McGregor, Bev McGregor, Tabby and kids, Bud Cowfield, Jean Fissette, Jeanette and parents, Brenda, Devon and Neil and wife, Shelley, Michael and Jane and Jake, Jackie, her family, her mom in Bardo, Auntie and Bardo, Jason, Lucy, Luca and whole family, Bobby, all suffering children, Francis Watley, Olga Einhorn, Hans, Louisa, Lucia, Julian in India, poor Butzering, all adopted children, and Phyllis Marvin in the Bardo, and Mark Edwards' cousin. So we'll conclude with an being balanced and peaceful and spreading our wishes of well for everyone here, everyone throughout the city, the state, the country, all countries, all beings. So by way of announcements, we continue to have our Sundays at 11, first and third Tuesday classes. We will, on Sunday the 29th, we have a project of reviewing our teachings and creating kind of an index file of our teachings and placing all of our teachings online. It's a pretty big project. But we need people to listen to the teachings and basically create the index card. So next Sunday, the 29th, at 12:30, there'll be a meeting of individuals who might be interested in that particular project. You're welcome to join. And otherwise, I will wish everybody a happy Sunday and take care. Thank you for coming. Braving the rodeo.